I've been trading crypto using trading bots, automated trading bots for the last almost 100 days. And we're going to look at exactly what my numbers are, how much I have made, how much the account has grown, what individual bots have done, the different types of bots, and all of that. No BS, no filler. We're just going to get straight to the point. So let's jump over to my screen. So this is Pionex. This is Pionex.us. So this is the US regulated. It's a fully regulated exchange, set up properly with the US government, all of that stuff. So it's pretty trusted, I feel, anyway. Again, don't dump any money in here. You're not afraid to lose, but let's just take a look. So I have 10 bots running in Pionex. I have 6 DCA bots, dollar cost average bots, and 4 grid trading bots. So right away, let's just jump into the 2 bots that I've been kind of comparing back and forth for the last 100 days. So that would be this Bitcoin grid trading bot and this Bitcoin DCA bot. So the grid trading bot, you can see on this side, will buy Bitcoin if it drops every, 1% or so, as it drops all the way down to 59,000, if it gets to 59,000. And then it will sell them as they go up a percent all the way to 79,000. So that's kind of my range. You set a range where you want this bot to trade between. So mine is 59,000 at the low end and 79,000 at the high end. So anything in between, if there's steps up and down, it'll buy and sell depending, and it'll bank that money. So you can see over here that this bot has been running for 97 days, almost 98 days. And the profit right now on the bot, if I were to stop the bot, is $180. Or 10% of this $1,757 that I have in here. Now, I have $2 in arbitrage, so that's from buying and selling, that I haven't claimed yet. I've claimed $173 of the arbitrage money. So the way I use this is I use these grid bots that I have set up to buy and sell as things, move up and down, and then I take the arbitrage money and I dump them into these DCA bots that I have. The grid bots are a little riskier, but you can make a little more money, whereas the DCA bots are a little more conservative. They won't make as much, but you're not really, unless there's a huge dip, you're probably not going to be in the negative. Over time. These are long-term bots. I don't buy and sell these and shut them off easily. Like you said, this one has been running for 97 days. These 3, this one's been running for 55, 55, 29, 25, 14. This one's been running for 6. There's a reason for that. But if we look at these bots, so you could see that overall, I'm up $351 on this bot if you combine the arbitrage money that it's taken from buying and selling plus the actual profit from just holding Bitcoin. Obviously, if you were to buy Bitcoin at the low end and just hold it the whole time, you'd make more money. But with the price fluctuations, I just like to let it trade and do things on its own so I don't have to pay attention to it. My goal for this bot trading account here on Pionex is just more of like a glorified savings account. I put money in, I let the bots do their thing, and I watch the account grow over time. So you can see that, this one has total made $351 over the course of 100 days. I've taken some of that money out, like I said, and put it into other bots. The DCA bot, so the dollar cost average bot, what this does is, you could see, it's a little hard to see, but up here is where the bot initially started and bought, right? And there would have been a level just above it where it would sell if it went up. But since it went down, it bought a little more Bitcoin, and then a little more, and then more, and each step down it buys a percentage more than the last step. So we got all the way down, and it bought all the way down here. So right now I'm holding 0.03 Bitcoin in this bot, and it will sell it now once it gets back up to 67, and it'll sell all of it. The grid trading bot will only sell that initial trade. So it's like one step here. If you buy here, it's going to sell here. It's not going to hold and sell way, up here. It's just going to, the next grid, it's going to sell here, and then it'll buy again here, and then it'll sell here, and then it'll buy here, and it'll sell here. So the DCA bot, it'll buy here, and it'll go all the way down and keep buying, and then it won't sell until it gets all the way back up here. So you actually get more profit with each sell as opposed to the grid trading bot. Again, it's more conservative to do the DCA bot. As you can see, I've only made $237 or so profit on this over 90 days, 13%, which is a great return if you ask me. I mean, that's like 4% a month. I can't complain. My high yield savings account gets 4.25% a year. So better than a savings account right now. We are kind of in an upswing for crypto. So if things tank, this could all change. So keep that in mind. You can see that my Solana bot here has also made 16%. My other DCA bot with Matic is hovering lower here. We're only at 1%. It was at like 10, but you could see here that the price has just kind of tanked. Everything's kind of gone down the last couple days, but I'm not too concerned. This SHIB bot is just one that I put in here to try and make some grid trading bots or profit. And you can see I've made $53 overall on this, and I just dump it into other bots that I have. This bot is a little different. This is trading ethereum for Bitcoin, and it's a grid trading bot. So essentially what I'm trying to do is use Bitcoin to trade against ethereum to make more Bitcoin. So this one, this is a long-term play. It's already been running for 14 days, but it's down. This is just to try and get me some more Bitcoin that I can transfer over to my ledger and hold. So that's what we got going on here. It doesn't have much in here. I mean, I think it's like $40 or $300 or something. I'm not even sure. And then we have another grid trading bot for Doge. Since this one is pretty volatile, I usually get a couple bucks every day on trades that I dump into the other bots. And this one I literally just started last week just because I wanted one that was dealing with Ethereum because it was going up and down, and it's down right now. So everything is kind of down the last couple days, but the bots are still doing well overall. You just kind of set them and forget it. The only time that I go in and change any settings is one, if I'm adding more money to one of the DCA bots or taking out the profit from one of the grid bots, or if the grid bots get to a point where they're outside of the range of trading, then I have to either go in and stop the bot if it's way up in the grand scheme of things and I'm in profit or whatever. Sometimes I'll just stop the bot, take all that profit, start the bot over with the original investment amount, take the profit and put it into a DCA bot. But other times I just go in and adjust the dollar range for it to be trading in. But in order to do that, you have to add more money to it. So keep that in mind. Before I do want to show you my overall account and how the numbers have fluctuated in the last 3 months, acting as kind of a savings account. But before we do that, make sure you subscribe to the channel if you like this kind of crypto stuff. And if you're interested in Pionex, I have a referral code in the description. It's type 2 media 30. It will get you a $30 trading bot for free if you use it and sign up. So if you're curious about Pionex and you want to throw a little money in here and see how the bots do, make sure you use that referral link or that referral code that's in the description, because you'll get a free bot for 30 days, or $30, sorry, which you can, I think you can close out the bot as soon as you want, but I would recommend just letting it run just to see how things go and messing with it and all of that. You might have to deposit money first in order to get that bonus, but yeah, free $30 is free $30 to try this out. So again, type 2 media 30 is the promo code. All right, so now this is the spreadsheet that I've been keeping to kind of keep track of how the bot is doing over time. So I started at the beginning of the year. Obviously, I've been doing this for into last year, so 2023, but I just wanted to focus on this year to see how much I'd make in an actual calendar year. So the account started off with $5,444 in it. And each day I go in and I see what the price of the account at the very end of the day was, and I put it in here. So you could see that it was the same these 2 days. I had a net gain of 0. Here, the price that day went down. I lost $151. So the next day it went up to $5,344.74. So it was up $82 from the day before, not necessarily from here. So you could see I also have a gain loss column here that shows me what the percentage gain was from the day before. Over here is the total gain or loss that I have made since the beginning of the year. So the bot has made $3,004 or 55.18%. In January, it made negative $270. February, once things started to ramp up with crypto, it made over $2,000. Last month, it made almost $1,300. Right now, we're down about $200 because things are a little wonky. I did inject $1,500 into the bot from external sources. So I got my Celsius return, which I had made another video about. So that dumped into here. So it's a little skewed because obviously I added in $1,500 extra dollars. So this is not quite, legit, but I took that out so I could see how much I would have made without the injection of the Celsius money. And so far I've made, $1,500. Obviously having that extra $1,500 from Celsius in there causes the returns to be higher, but generally speaking, from a high level standpoint, I've made, $1,400. I did inject some other money. I moved over about $180 worth of ADA, and then I added that $350 of Bitcoin to put into that ETH Bitcoin bot, which is here. So I moved over 0.0054 Bitcoin, which was about 350, which kind of led to the big jump here. So overall, if I did not add any money into the account extra outside of this 5,444, the actual value of what I have now would be about 6,418 with a gain of $974 or 17%, almost 18%. So for 3 months, 18% gain in 3 months is incredible. You're not going to get that many other places. There's lots of risk with this, but the DCA bots kind of balance out that risk. And I understand that, crypto is kind of booming right now. So this might not hold true in the far future, but we're going to see. I'm going to keep messing with this and see where we end up. So today the account is at $8,448 and it keeps fluctuating. 2 days ago I lost $227. So it's kind of up and down, but in the grand scheme of things, I am still up even with the outside money injection, and these bots are doing their thing and I don't really have to touch them. I will say that I pay more attention to these than I probably should, just because I like to see what they're doing and kind of get a better idea of where I can move the money around. But yeah, this is Pionex. If you're in the US, like I said, it's totally regulated. It's registered. You do have to do KYC in order to pull out your money. I have successfully pulled out US dollars and had it wired straight to my bank account. The only downside is I think there is a $10 fee from Pionex to pull money out, and then since it was a wire transfer, my bank charged me $15 for a wire transfer. So keep that in mind if you're pulling money out, that, you know, you might have to pay up to $25 or whatever for fees to get your money out. So don't pull out small amounts of money, and just kind of build that into what you're thinking when you pull it out. But yeah, I like this service. I was using bots on KuCoin before, and they're kind of in a bit of trouble right now. So thankfully I got all my money out of there and into Pionex, and it's been working good. So like I said, if you want to try out the bots for the month of April, they're running a $30 bot promo thing. If you use my referral link in the description, I will also get a $30 kickback from that. So if anybody signs up, I appreciate it. If you don't want to do it, no big deal. But yeah, if you have any questions about Pionex or the bots, or how I'm running the bots, or you have suggestions how I can run the bots better, someone previously had made a suggestion about using the DCA bots as opposed to the grid trading bots, and I am very happy they did, because I do like the DCA bots better. They're more conservative. I'm a little more risk averse, so using those as opposed to the grid bots was kind of more my style, and I kind of like how they work a little better. Hopefully things pick up today or towards the end of the week here, and we get back up into the green. But yeah, let me know in the comments if you have any questions about this, or if you use any bots. Again, don't put any money in here that you're not afraid to lose. It is regulated, but there are, you know, exchanges going down all the time. I don't foresee this one having any issues. It is just an exchange. They don't have an earn program. They're not staking anything. A lot of those get in trouble for all that extra stuff that they do that's not necessarily regulated or allowed in the US. But this is just an exchange. It just happens to have bot software on it that you can use to help automate your trading. So yeah, we'll be back in a couple weeks to show how updated, or how far along, or how much money we've made in the bots at that point. So make sure you subscribe and keep an eye on what we're doing.